Hello, my name is Sharon Rogers, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Wells, Maine. And every Thursday at noon, I like to bring you a little creative break in your day, just to get those creative juices flowing as we head into the weekend. And today, I'm going to be showing you a card from the Serene Scenes Kit. This is one of our Kit Collections kits, and it is beautiful. Not only is the imagery beautiful, but the cardstock itself is worth noting. And that's why I wanted to bring it to you today. Here are the parts and pieces of this kit all laid out. As I mentioned, I began this during Tuesday's Kit Together in Zoom, so I completed some of the cards. I got a late start because I was cleaning my desk. So I got 3 of them done, though. They were all the same one. And I just loved them so much that I thought I would share with you my review of this kit. The paper, the card base itself, it feels, it's got a glossy coat to it a little semi-gloss maybe. And it feels like watercolor paper. You know how it has that kind of pebbled texture? So it's really substantial, it's thick, it feels really, really nice. The pieces are very easy. Of course, it comes with a stamp set. Comes with a clear block. Now, these are not the same as the blocks that we sell in the catalog, but they certainly do work well, and they travel well. Comes with the adhesive that you need. Now, this was the adhesive sheet that I received. I just put the lines on there so I could see that it was not a layer of cardstock. And also, when I put one of these dimensionals on my card, you'll see that I can see that the back has not been taken off yet because of those lines. We've got some labels here. These just came out of the center of your frames, and you've got little trees and shrubs. So let's go ahead and get started. Most importantly, it comes with directions, and you can scan a QR code to watch a video replay. But if you open it up, it'll tell you exactly what you need and exactly what you need to do. And it's just in picture form because we're in so many markets that they would have to write the instructions in all the languages, and rather than do that, they just made pictorial instructions. So I think I'm going to flip over, because Father's Day is coming up. I'm going to do the one that they did that says Happy Father's Day. Now, you can substitute any sentiments you want here, because obviously I don't need 3 Father's Day cards. My father is not alive. My husband's father is not alive. My husband, I've already made a card for. And so that's about it. I am going to make this card, though, for someone that I work with to give to her father, if she would like. But if you can't use particular sayings, substitute them out or make the card for someone else to give. They'll appreciate that as well. So I'm going to do this card. So I'm going to set the other ones aside. Also, you get the beautiful envelopes that have a cloud cover watercolory look. I'm going to take that one. We need one of these little pieces for the sentiment. We'll match up the large frame and the large tree. And it's the first thing that it tells me to do is stamp the inside with "I'm so grateful to have you in my life." Now, I am going to put that in there because that's a nice Father's Day sentiment. Because not everybody does have their father in their life. All right, so let's get our stamps out. Where are they? They're under here. They're clear. They're hard to find. And so I'm so glad to have you in my life is this one right here. I'm just using my regular stamp block so that I can travel with this one or just tuck it away for somebody else that might need one. Comes with a Stampin' Spot as well. This Stampin' Spot this month is Gray Granite. I'm just going to ink that up. I'm going to stamp that right inside. Now, usually what I do when I'm putting together a kit is I do them all at once. So I would stamp all of these at once. Now, step 2, you're going to stamp the Happy Father's Day on the little label. And you're going to stamp this grunge mark in the lower area here and here. All right, so let's change my stamps out. Let's do the grunge mark first. All right, and instead we're going to go a little bit over here. This is going to show outside the frame as well. And then we're going to go here. All right. And then we need the Happy Father's Day. All right, rather than get my hands all inky, I'm just going to bring in another block. Also saves some time, but of course, if you're traveling with this, one block will do. All the stamps fit on that one block. And now we're going to put this on here. Happy Father's Day. And then step 3, we're going to put on our adhesive. So when we flip these over, it'll tell us exactly where to put the adhesive. Let's get my little dimensionals out. You're going to put them all the way around the frame. And because the frame is fairly thin, you probably want to, and it says to, put 2 up on this long side. And do you see what I was talking about? Why, if you have some lines drawn on here, you know that you have not taken the backs off. So that's your clue to do that. These barely fit on here, so that's why I'm going a little slowly. You can also cut them in half, or just save these for later and just use mini dimensionals. And then we have this one, and then we have this one. And I want to make sure, because this sticks over my frame, the frame pops up, so the side that's attached to the, so your dimensional needs to be on the side that's on the inside of the frame, which is this one. And then it says use some glue dots, which are included on the other one. And then you can put it together. So let's move this out of the way. Remove all these backings. Okay. You want to make sure the green is down, sky is up, and we'll just center this on here. There we go. And our little tree goes right here. So it sticks up. Oh, I probably should have put my tree on first. Doesn't really matter. It's going to come up above my sentiment here. And we'll do Happy Father's Day. Let's line that up right there. So there's Happy Father's Day. And then the last thing it tells you is take the little tree stamp, stamp it and that grunge mark on the front of an envelope. All right, we can do that. That's quick and easy. So here's my little grunge mark. And if you're not a grunge person, easy enough to leave that off. Comes with a little tree in here. Stamp it once up. And then stamp it down. And so there we have a card with coordinating envelope. So as you saw today, the kits collection bring you kits that are beautiful and easy to travel with and to make the projects. On July 18th, I'm going to be hosting my Christmas in July event, and I will be using 2 kits during that event. You can choose to do 1 kit or 2 kits. You can choose to do the kits as they are intended by the designers at Stampin' Up, or you can choose the alternative version where I will show you some other things that you can do with those kits. Now, I do have a sample of one of the alternatives to the Road to Christmas kit. So this is a current kits collection kit, and all of these elements, with the exception of the card base, are part of the kit. But what I've done is I've cut apart the card bases, which is what this plaid is. I have created a circle die cut out of one of the layers, and I've added some Wink of Stella. So the cards that are in the kit are beautiful as is, but you don't have to stop there, so you don't have to check your creativity when you open the box.
I hope you'll join me on the 18th. It's always fun getting together, and kits make it so easy.
Go ahead and invite a friend, even if they have never paper crafted before. Kits make it so easy for even people who have never picked up a stamp or stuck a piece of paper on another piece of paper to send a card. They will have fun and they will have success, and they'll have a jump start on their Christmas, as will you. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you tomorrow night for Friday Night Live, right here at 7:30.